This chapter covers changing tables with the alter table command. The previous course looked at creating and dropping tables. There is also in Oracle an alter table command. We can find it by going and looking at the SQL language reference, which I think is this one, and we need to find the alter table command. It's quite extensive, so it's an entire chapter, a short chapter, but an entire chapter. And here is the basic syntax, so let's go through it briefly. Scrolling down here, alter table with a schema, optionally dot table name. We can change the properties of a table, which is things like the physical structure and various bits and pieces that we'll look at some of them, not all of them. We're not going into the DBA side of information, we're actually really looking at Oracle SQL and PLSQL in these first two courses. We can change columns, we can change constraints, we can change partitioning, we can change external tables, we can move a table. In fact, we're not just looking at SQL, we are looking at some of the basic database administration type functions, but not too much detail. And if you look here, here's the main syntax diagram. It says alter table, you can do any one of these things. On the end of it, you can do any one of those things, which involves enabling and disabling particularly constraint clauses or things attached to tables. And you can also enable table lock and all triggers, and disable locks and disable triggers. The next step we go to is here, where we pick the table properties, which is all this stuff here. Going back again, we can go back to the column clauses, where we can work with columns. Constraints, where we can work with constraint clauses, which goes through the constraint states. We've got basically constraint clauses, adding, modifying, renaming, dropping constraints. And that's basically the high-level structure of the alter table command.